So I'm hiding in the corner of the office over here. TQ more than likely won't look this way. And I'm gonna scare the junk out of her. Real quick, while I got you guys here and we're waiting on TQ. Next month is the KOHLER Engines Lawn and Landscape Society Conference. We'd love to see you guys down there. Description has all of the information. Check it out.
Oh my gosh.
You were supposed to turn the other way.
You still scared me. Good morning, guys. How are you doing on this beautiful, and I mean beautiful because the sun has been popping in and out today, and that's why I have my shades on. You guys like them?
Yeah, I got my shades on too. These are my shades the dog chewed up, so they're not as cool.
The other ones are still in my purse from when we went to Washington, so I'll have to get those out for you.
Appreciate that, TQ.
Absolutely.
Anyways, we got to go drop off the dump trailer wall stuff at the storage facility. You guys know we store those. For safety and security purposes, we can't record that, so we'll just jump along into the day. TQ, are you going to get us some breakfast or lunch or something here?
Sure.
Kind of hungry.
Okay.
I'm hangry.
All right.
We've been dealing with the title agency all morning. As you can see, we got a little bit of snow. We didn't get much in our area, just a dusting, not enough to really do anything, but gives me opportunities and time to focus on other things. And one of those other things we've been really looking into is potentially building a brand spanking new storage facility. Here, I've had my eye on this facility, this little plot of land. It's 2.27 acres, I believe it was. Yep. Commercial site here on a corner, right off the highway. I've had my eyes on it now for probably 3 years, 2-3 years. This is an industrial complex. For local people, they'll know exactly where I'm at. But simply, woods behind me. We actually, if I get down here, we were interested in purchasing another building that was down here. With the interest rates, that location is just not a good location to build on for the price. With that being said, there's a lot of businesses back in here, a lot of the newer stuff that has became legal. There's those type of dispensaries back in here. We have a pull apart. Somebody's calling me. It's TQ. We have a pull apart right here. 1 second here. Hey, I'm recording a video. What's up?
I just wanted to know which truck you possibly used to go get those tags. Do you remember?
To get the tags?
Yeah, for the dump trailer.
Which truck I would have used to get it? It would have had to have been the 2016.
Okay. I'll go try the single cab. I talked to someone at the DMV. Okay. And she told me to try to find the, I guess the paper that comes with the tags to see if there's a title number on that. Okay. But she can't do anything over the phone. We have to physically come in. So I'll just try to go this route and find out.
All right. I don't get how this is even a possibility, because I've literally bought plates and tags for these things now for what, 2-3, I mean, the regular utility trailer, 5 years now.
Yeah, we've had this other one since 2020. So
yeah, the dump trailer.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
And it's a 2021. So.
Okay. Well, my next step would be just call the trailer place and see if they have something on file there.
All right.
All right.
You got it under control?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I'll see you in a little bit. I'm just checking these locations out.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. We couldn't find our titles. They couldn't find them online. Mm-hmm. Yada, yada, yada. So we were under the impression they were looking for the GVWR, because that's what they always ask for, what your gross vehicle weight is, you know, what it can haul. So we were telling them. With that being said, they couldn't locate them. Well, then come to find out, they actually register 4,000-pound vehicles under a different category that technically you don't even have to have a title for them, really.
Correct.
So that's why they weren't able to find. We have the titles. We can't locate. Well, you located one, right?
I did. I found it.
Okay, yes. So TQ found one of them. We can't find the other one to sell it to the next person. But they didn't register it the way that we thought they did. So they looked it up under the business name, under my personal name, under the EIN, everything, and couldn't locate this. Well, it was because it was registered under the 4,000-pound mark technically with a title,
yes,
but just under the 4,000 pound. So yeah.
I'm just gonna keep searching and fingers crossed that I find it, because I know I've seen it, I know we have it, but it just might be, you know, error on my part. Things get moved.
So back to what we were talking about. This is the one that I told you, remember we were looking at it, I showed you guys all around it. I don't think they ever sold it because the trucking company that had it for sale is still parking semis and stuff on the other side. Anyways, so we weren't interested in that one. But there's a few more building locations right here, which I was super interested in because they're really flat. And they've already did some site prep work here, removing all the trees and everything. I guess the biggest thing in this area is, I don't know, there's almost like a lot of like semi truck company stuff like that. And places like this over here. And these are okay locations, being off, you know, a beaten path, just off the highway, close to neighborhoods. Like up in front of me, this is all neighborhoods out and around here, some stores and stuff. Another trucking company here. This is all okay. And I really like this area for the simple fact there's only one competitor in this area for storage. And with that being said, I know what this facility sold for. I was interested in it whenever we were purchasing our storage facility. Just the auction, it went a bit above what I thought it was worth, doing the numbers on it for how many you know, spots it had. And it's hiding right back here. So they do, I believe this is the U-Haul place they're running out of here now, but the storage place is back in there. They got 4 big old buildings. But yeah, and it's right here next to the fire station, grocery store. Like I said, you know, local people know exactly where I'm at. So you might be thinking, Sean, why would you want to move into an area that there's already a storage facility? Well, guys, with the research that we've done, they're 100% occupied. They're pretty much landlocked like we are at our location. That's not a bad thing. You know, you maximize your square footage. So they have no more room to grow there at that current location. Not saying they could be building a quarter mile down the road. They absolutely could. But we want to be a competitor that could potentially move into this area as well and alleviate some of that overhead that they have just sitting there on their waiting list. We want to take that in. Also, it's about 10 miles away from our first location, so that would alleviate even some more customers potentially from that area. Most of the time, our customers are coming from within a 20, 25 mile demographic, but we also have customers that live in Texas, Florida, and I believe there's an Arkansas as well. So yeah, people will rent stuff just to store it, keep their family stuff, parent stuff, whatever, until they can do something with it one day. Storage is a very unique business to be in. So not a lot of time this weekend. Kids have soccer tournaments and practice. But yeah, we're in between games right now. We played one so far. Next one is in about 45 minutes or so. So it's currently Sunday. I put the dump trailer up, hoping that with the weather getting warmer throughout the day, that the stuff up in the corners that's frozen would unthaw and fall down, and I would just scrape it out and, you know, be good to go. Well, it's still just as frozen as it was yesterday. It's about 30. We've been teetering on 30, 32. Tomorrow and moving on through the rest of this week, though, we're actually supposed to get really warm. But as of right now, this is supposed to be sold tomorrow. So, yeah, it's still frozen. We're not going to get it out with that. Anyways, we want to clean it up as much as possible. The gentleman that's purchasing it will just have to get the little leafy spots that are up in the corners out himself at some other point. I think he can handle it, right?
Yeah, he can.
He said he's going to, what, haul boulders in it and concrete?
Yeah, he does that kind of stuff, so.
Yeah, he owns a concrete company, so that trailer is not going to look real good for real long before they start dumping that stuff in there, but. Oh yeah, make sure I get those bolts out of there.
In the box here?
Yeah. What's the bids up to right now, guys? I know you're all running bets on me. How long is it gonna take Spencer to get his Christmas lights down? Let me know when it hits 1,000. Well, I was gonna wash the trailer up for them, but they got the bays blocked off. They do this occasionally when it gets super cold, understandably. So, not happening today. 31 degrees though. So TQ just about got me arrested.
I didn't know, it was my bad. So I went in and I got a few things, and the way Sean got out of the truck, I thought he had already put his card in, you know, at the pump. So I went in, got what I needed to get, and came back out, and I'm just sitting here waiting. He's about to hop in his truck. He goes, "Did you pay for the gas?" I go, "No, did I need to?"
I hopped in the truck like I'm about to drive off, okay? And I just got $95 in fuel. So typically TQ goes in, gets us some drinks, and then about that time I'm almost done filling up the equipment or trucks or whatever, and then she just pays for it all inside, because our cards, they stopped during the whole COVID era being able to go so far. We've tried to change it at the banks. They won't allow us to change it, so it tops out at like 80 bucks. So you always would get like 3/4 of a tank of gas. Long story short, we diverted me going to jail, or at least getting a call from the sheriff's.
He came out and he said that the ladies were in there saying that they were just getting ready to write down their plate number.
Yeah.
Oops.
Don't snag gas.
My bad.
So the audio did not work here, so I'll just explain to you guys real quick exactly what I was stating. As you just noticed in the hyperlapse, I put the boards on backwards to begin with, and then TQ came out and she's like, "No, the 2x4 sides go out." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yes, I'm 100% sure." And I'm like, "No, I think you're wrong." So then I went ahead and put it in, and then come to find out TQ was right. Anyways, no, we got it figured out. For some reason, I put it on backwards, but I thought I was right, and nope, I was wrong. So got them on here. The 2x4s, what I'm explaining here is we put a screw in, and that holds that corner. I've thought about putting an L bracket in, and in all honesty, it really doesn't need anything, but we put that screw just to stop any wobbling or making more noise. But really, it doesn't need anything. The 2x4s will hold it in just fine. And then as you've seen in the last video, we went ahead and put the original door back on when we took the debris loader off. So we need to get these doors nice and greased up here. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what this is. This is called a lock and lube. And I'm stating here that I'll put a link in the description, that it's an Amazon affiliate link. So if you do purchase one, we'll get a small little kickback. It's just the way the site works. But the link is down there in the description if you guys want to pick one up. I would highly, highly recommend it if you have a lot of stuff to grease. And yeah, you'll see here how it works. You just snap it on there, let go. And it's just that end piece there. So I'm using a Milwaukee grease gun. That is completely separate. I'll put a link down there if they have one on there as well. And you can pick up through the Amazon if you want to, or go to your local Home Depot or something like that. But most of the time you can find a better price online. And then what I notice here, you'll see we got a nice grease come out. And then I went down here to put the bottom one on. And here it had shaken itself and fell out. So I'm like, hey, got to go in the garage here and see if we can find another one. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Go see if we can find a grease fitting. And we'll be right back. I actually found some of my old grease fittings. I couldn't believe it. I was explaining here that I had to purchase these back in 2015 or so whenever we had the Skag Cheetah, because for some reason the Skag back in the day, those things would just fall off left and right, work themselves out. But you know, guys, anytime you're rattling something around, we don't put any kind of like tape on these. We don't put any kind of glue on these or Loctite, anything like that. Over time, if you're not staying on top of checking them, they can wiggle themselves out. And that's exactly what happened in this case. So I'm just going ahead and threading it back in. It's better than breaking one off, which, you know, that's happened before. And you just got to take something and get it out of there without destroying your threads. But yeah, just a simple fix here real fast. Went ahead and put a new grease fitting in, and tighten it down. I was explaining here, like, it's super cold, so this metal is typically not the best metal, so you got to really watch how much torque you're putting on these. So I didn't want to snap it off, but we got it snugged up here, and then yeah, went ahead and filled it up with a nice grease. Unfortunately, the audio did not come out here. I think I found what the problem is, though. I got a wire coming out on the GoPro 11 on our media mod kit that we run on it. But right here, I was just talking about and inviting you guys to join us down in Hattiesburg, Mississippi next month for the KOHLER Engines LLSC event. And that's the Lawn and Landscape Society Conference. It's February 19th through the 22nd. They have a day there as well where you can learn how to work on your equipment, engines, and all of that. They also have a ton of guest speakers coming, ourselves included. And we're just going to really have a great time and enjoy each other's company and learn and get better. But yeah, went ahead and got that grease off of those fittings and cleaned it up a little bit. This baby is pretty much ready to go. I didn't get a chance to wash it up like we were hoping to, but you know, when it's that cold, you know, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. This trailer's in phenomenal shape. And, you know, I believe, honestly, it's probably had less than 10,000 miles on it total, if that. But yeah, this is just kind of what we were explaining here. It's ready to go as long as the gentleman shows up tomorrow. And the way we understand, he had a baby. So congratulations to him and his wife. And, yeah, big things happening obviously on his end. I'm not going to share his personal information just because I don't know if he wants that out there. But yeah, that's what we were talking about here. We'd love to see you guys down in Hattiesburg, Mississippi next month. It's going to be a great time. And yeah, TQ took us out here with the exit, I guess you could say. The keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money. And then I kind of acted like I was going to put grease on you guys. And then TQ smacked you in the face. See you guys.